Hello friends, welcome back to Easy GST for you. Today I'm going to discuss one very important aspect. Recently, many taxpayers have approached me with a one peculiar aspect of adjudication. Also, few chartered accountants have approached for the same thing, and so for the benefit of all, this video is being made. So the issue under consideration is that many taxpayers have received notices, show cause notices, disallowing a particular kind of an input tax credit. Now that input tax credit is pertaining to foundation which is made for the machinery for while setting up the plant and machinery. So usually these foundations are civil structures wherein the machinery is affixed to earth with the help of that basic foundation. So the stand which are taken by the assessing officers is that this particular foundation civil work, whether it is works contract service for that or goods and services procured for the construction of that civil work, that foundation civil work, is disallowed with regards to section 17(5) clause C or D, which talks about specific blockage of the input tax credit if either works contract or goods and services are used for immovable property except plant and machinery. So the main issue under consideration is that whether that foundation work which is of civil nature should be considered as a part of building, so that it is covered by the clause C or D of 17(5), or it is part of plant and machinery because the specific exclusion from blockage credit is given to the plant and machinery. So basically that classification is the key area of dispute. So wherever the credits are availed by the taxpayer, it is assuming that this civil structure foundation is nothing but the part of plant and machinery, and exactly we need to analyze whether it is a part of plant and machinery or it will be a part of building, so that it gets blocked under section 17(5) C or D. So now first thing is that if we have to interpret a particular provision of CGST or GST law, then here in this particular case, as the wording, because see, plant and machinery is excluded from that clause C and D, and plant and machinery is separately also defined in the explanation, which excludes land, building, or any other civil structure. So of course land and buildings are excluded from the plant and machinery definition, but it also says further that or any other civil structure. Now how to interpret this any other civil structure, whether that foundation or civil work will fall under the meaning of these words or any other civil structures. So here, while interpreting this particular wording of the 17(5) explanation, we need to use this principle of eudem generis, which actually gives the meaning to the word or any other civil structures, which is derived from the words which are used before or written before these words. So the wordings are land, comma, building, or any other civil structure, so that any other civil structure is to be read along with land and building. So if it is a part of land and building, then only that civil structure will be excluded from the definition of plant and machinery. That is what I personally feel, and hence it will be a part of plant and machinery, not excluded while wide specific exclusions of plant and machinery. Also, there was one advance ruling in case of Mazgaon Dock, Maharashtra Advance Ruling Authority, where one important observation was made, which says, in order for a building or concrete structure to qualify for inclusion in the term plant, it must be established that it is impossible for that equipment or machinery to operate without that civil structure. So that civil structure or foundation, as the case may be, is so integral to the part of that plant and machinery that without that foundation, that machinery simply cannot operate. And that is exactly the practically situation in every possible scenario, wherein machinery is affixed to the earth with the help of that foundation, and hence it is operating the way in which it should operate. So in my personal opinion, of course, it becomes an integral part of machinery and hence should be classified under plant and machinery. In pre-GST era also, sales tax tribunal, there is a judgment of Priyadarshini Polymers case, wherein the question before the tribunals was whether the foundation which is used to erect the windmills, wind turbines, should be considered as a part of that wind turbine or not. So there also it was classified as a plant and machinery, means it was considered as a part of that entire turbine, because for a turbine to operate in a normal course of action, that base or that foundation is of utmost importance. So with the help of such kind of judgments, we draw an important principle from this particular discussion, that if that foundation or civil work is an integral part of the entire plant and machinery, or that machinery which is affixed to the earth, then it should be classified under plant and machinery. And as it is classified from plant and machinery, it will get excluded from the scope of clause C and clause D of section 17(5), which is related to the blockage of the credit pertaining to immovable property, and hence the credit will be very much eligible to be claimed for a taxpayer. So all in all, I think the taxpayers can take shelter of these interpretation rules as well as judgment and fight their case. It's a good merit case. So I hope that this video will help you, and if you want, you can share this video with your friends. And thank you so much for being with us. Uh, Please like and share this video. Thank you.